This is JC DeLass with this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner, and our guest this week is Gary Andrews, the women's basketball coach at Roberts Wesleyan College. Coach, you're in your second season here at Roberts Wesleyan College. You won 29 games in your first season. Were you surprised by that success right out of the gate, or was that part of the appeal of taking this job, knowing you had that kind of talent to work with?
I knew we had some good players coming back, and I thought we had a good chance to have a successful year. And I thought we, once we got going, we probably maybe exceeded expectations a little bit, but I knew we had a chance to have a good team. And for as young as we are, I was really pleased with how well we did. We only had one senior starter and only two seniors on the team, no juniors. So we were really young, but we have really good kids, and they worked hard, and they tried to do what I told them. So I was happy with last season's, and hopefully we can build on it and be even better this year. That's what we're hoping for.
You came from a very successful program. You were 13 years at St. Francis, won over 300 games there. Why come to Roberts Wesleyan College? What was the thinking there?
Well, I'd been in an NAIA school, and I kind of figured I'd kind of done all I could at the NAIA level, and I kind of wanted to go, either try to go NCAA Division I, Division II, and started looking at some jobs, and of all the jobs I interviewed and talked to the ADs at, I just really liked Roberts. I knew Bob. The previous coach was. In his first year here at Roberts, they came to the St. Francis tournament, so I knew Bob, and Bob was a great guy, and I just thought it could be I wanted to go somewhere where I thought it wouldn't have to be a complete rebuild, and that we had a chance to be pretty good, and then build on what we did last year, and then hopefully just get better and better, and hopefully we want to try to compete for a NCAA Division II national championship in my tenure here. So we're hoping that that's the goal.
When you're recruiting, is there a certain type of student athlete that you're looking for that will fit in with your program?
We really try to get girls that are good students, good kids, work hard, they'll play together, they're good teammates, and then we want athletic players or size. So if they're not 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", they can play inside. We want somebody that's very athletic, can drive, play defense, rebound, get down the floor, and that's kind of the athlete we're looking for.
What about your coaching style? I mean, you're one of the guys that just kind of lets them play, or are you more structured and you want to, keep them within a certain system?
Well, probably in my older days, it's very like, okay, we're going to run this play and you're going to go here and here. Probably the last 6-7 years, we've ran the dribble drive offense. And the best thing about the dribble drive, you give them some freedom. I mean, you give them some rules, you give them some structure, and then you drill them, and we do a lot of individual drills, and let the kids go. And at our level, coaches scout you so well, so they know your offense a little bit. So being able to have an offense where it's kind of free-flowing, and you kind of read the defense, and kind of like to let them play that way. But we do run a lot of plays, so they have to be intelligent basketball players, and they have to know what's going on and things like that.
When you started coaching to now, the game has changed a lot, hasn't it? I mean, the
really
women
has.
are so much more athletic, and they get better every year, don't they?
They really are. I mean, they can dribble a lot better, they can pass the ball a lot better, they can shoot the ball a lot better. I mean, free throw shooting is probably comparable to a lot of the men's teams around, and even 3-point shooting, women can shoot the ball pretty well, they can be skilled, they're just not going to dunk it or jump as high or sometimes run as fast as a male. But the game has changed, and even expectations from females a little bit now. Back then it's like 25 years, I've been a head coach for this is my 25th season, so back then it's okay, whatever the coach says. And I'm lucky I've had most of the players do that, but you can tell it changed in the last 10, 15 years with, I think, not only in basketball, but the whole society and everything.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you for watching this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner.